Hi, Deb Bixler here. This is a quick tutorial on how to manage Pinterest for some of my clients who've been asking for it. We're going to keep it short. Pinterest is a fun place to hang out, and the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. I strongly recommend you check it out daily. Just a few minutes every day will add up to big results. I see a lot of people, actually the only website on the internet that brings more people to my website, cashflowshow.com, is Facebook. So Pinterest is second and Google is third. So you can tell you're logged in because up on the top right hand corner it shows your account. I strongly recommend that you just check that little box, stay logged in, and if you're coming back every day, it'll be really easy. You'll just arrive at pinterest.com and you will already be logged in. So you can see here I have a toolbar shortcut. You can go to your bookmarks, save page as, and then save it under your toolbar, and that will put it right on your browser so that you can just click that link to go there every single day. Very simple. Now I'm on the settings page. When you hover over your name on the top right, click it. You're going to see you can go to your profile, you can go to your settings, you can go and follow other boards, but I'm on the settings page and I want to show you that this is connected to the other sites. So if I set up your Pinterest profile for you, I connected it so you can log in using Facebook, but set it so that it does not post to your timeline. It's too much information to post from from Pinterest over to Facebook. But on your Twitter side, it's connected so you can log in with Twitter if you want, and then when you do make a post, you can choose whether to share it on Twitter as well, and I recommend you do that. It's also connected to Google+, so you could log in as Google+, and your Gmail account. And so that's the settings that I recommend so that you're connected to other social sites. Now, let's pin something. When you log in, it's going to look like this first. This is other people's pins. You can see right here at the top there's some new pins. If you click that, it'll load them for you. So what I usually do is just scroll down until I see something I like, and you can like it right here. And it's kind of like giving it a thumbs up on Facebook, or you can scroll down until you see something that you want to comment on. So here's one that I've picked out before: small steps every day. What I usually do is try to comment on 3 or 4 other people's posts. So make a nice little comment. One small step each day will add up to big results. Now I'm going to highlight it, push Control C, and copy it. I'm going to post it, and then I'm going to pin it onto one of my boards. I'll take that pin, and I will add the comment that I already made, Control V, and then I'll also put my website. And see, I have the choice here to post to Facebook if I want. I'm not sure why it's not showing up to post to Twitter. Usually there's a little box right there that says post to Twitter. So, and normally I do that, but for some reason it's not showing up right now. And now I just posted it on one of my boards. All right, if I want to go look at it right now, I can. There it is, ready to roll, posted and ready to go with my personal information that I added. Now originally someone else posted it, and it's linking to that person's page. It's very rude to take out that person's original page. If you're going to repin, which you should repin, validate people, you don't take out somebody else's link. Now sometimes people pin without putting a link on. Now let's go ahead and do that. We can upload a pin. So go right here. You can upload a pin from your computer. Upload a pin. Choose an image. Let's see if I can find one quickly. Oops. Too many images to choose from, huh? All right. Should have picked one out before, huh? Alright, I like to always include images that have my phone number or my web address on them. Now after you upload it, you have a choice to pick which board you want it on. Don't go willy-nilly creating a whole bunch of boards. As you go along, you'll start to add more boards that you see that something falls under, but a lot of times they fall under the same board. Like I have one here, training for entrepreneurs, and you know, a lot of things can fall under that, motivation, things like that. Put my website. And go ahead and pin it. Now when you upload from your computer, it's not going to automatically link back to your site. So right away go to that pin. Where did it go? I wanted to see it now and it didn't take me there, did it? Alright, so here you drop down, you can go to your pins and profiles. And I pinned it on direct sales training. Now here it is right here. When you upload a pin from your computer, you always want to go back to that pin and edit it so that you include a link to your website. And always include your http://www.debbixler.com. It's a safe thing to do that. You don't necessarily have to do it up here in the body, but generally speaking, if you're on the internet, which where else would you be, right? If you're on the internet and you're putting a website up, it's always a safe bet that you should put http:// before the www, because if you don't, there's a good chance it might not work. So there we have it. Now you'll notice that I have several boards, as I said, and you can rearrange your boards by hitting the edit button. And so I keep my boards that I created and that I want to market from in the top row. And then boards, and it's really, you know, arbitrary what the top row is because everybody's computer screen is a different size. But then down below I have some boards that I'm in with a group. So if you join some group boards, then when you share those, a lot of other people are seeing them besides just yourself, and a lot of people that are also pinning there, so it puts you in front of a lot of different people. So I recommend that you keep your primary boards on the top, keep it simple. I really only have 1, 2, 3, I have like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 boards of my own. And you know, you don't need a zillion boards, and because everything falls into a couple categories. And you know, it's better to have a couple of full boards and pin to them than it is to have really, really, really fine-tuned boards and only 1 or 2 pins in each one. But if you make a system of coming into Facebook every day and pinning 1 or 2 pins of your own, repinning 1 or 2 pins of somebody else's, finding some friends, like you can click this Find Friends button, and then you can search for people who are on Facebook, who are your friends in Facebook, and follow them. Like these are my Facebook friends, and you can follow them. Or you can go over here and find your Twitter friends. Oh, so I don't have Twitter. I could have sworn Twitter was connected. Let's see here. Not connected. I must have disconnected that somehow when we were over here playing. It's as simple as clicking a button, and then they're going to ask you to validate your app through Twitter. And if you're already logged into Twitter, it's a no-brainer, happens instantaneously. And let's go back over to this one here and try again. See if they can find my Twitter friends. And then in order to get those buttons, like this is a Pinterest button here. Right here is a Pinterest button. Over here, this is a pin it button. So let's say I'm on a website. Let's go to a website. Let's go to my own website, right? Let's say you're on a website and you see something that you want to pin, you want to remember. Think of it as a bulletin board. So then if you see something you want to pin and you're on a website, you just go to this little pin it button that you've saved to your browser and you push pin it. And then it's going to show you all the pinnable images that are available for that page. And so you can see that there's a lot of them on this page. I can pin any one of them that I want. And then check to make sure that it's got the information that you want it to have in it, and just pin it on the board that you want it to go to. So you have these boards to choose from. Now, the way you get these pin buttons, this is taking me to the Pinterest homepage. And this one over here on the right is a pin it button that you use when you visit other sites. The way you get those is to go to the goodies section of Pinterest. Now you'll notice it's about.pinterest.com English goodies, but all you have to do is go to your settings and then to help, and then do a little search, and you'll see ways to get to goodies. That's the page it's on. But when you're on the goodies page, this is where you can get the apps for your different types of phones. It also is where you get the pin it button that you can use, and it tells you how to add it to your browser. It's really easy. You can also get a button to put on your website, so when people see it, they pin the picture it's next to. So this is where you get the pin it button. Install now, so it shows up on your browser. I just installed it a little differently than that picture shows, but it's in the goodies section. So what I recommend for beginning Pinterest people is to be consistent rather than being crazy. Like, I see a lot of people that have 1 or 2 pin boards with 1,000 pins on them, and then they don't come back for weeks and weeks. Just come in every day. I tend to subscribe to all the emails, so if someone comments on one of my pins, I just go right back, or if they repin one of my pins, I go back and say thank you for repinning it. But what you can do is, when you log in, look right here on this top right, next to your name is like some 2 thumbtacks upside down, and it shows you who pinned your pictures. Like, they might have repinned them, and who started following you, who pinned something that you had on one of your boards. So you might notice that my boards are specific to food and direct sales. Actually, Pinterest started out as a artist type locations social site, and it was basically for food, design, decor, and art, photography, and then kind of expanded. So food definitely relates to the topic. But my first 2 boards, because I was confused, I didn't know what to do first. So first I created direct sales companies I love and foods I've created. That's all I did. And just, pin it 1 or 2 things every single day. And then after you hang around and you look at other people's pins, you repin a couple of them. Then I realized, hey, why don't I make a Contact Deb page? And so the pin board in the Contact Deb section has, my phone number, my other social sites, a little bit of my, accomplishments, the day I got input into Wikipedia. And so that became a thought process. And then one day I thought, I saw a lot of videos. Well, why don't I make the direct sales television bulletin board? And so I just started pinning direct sales videos. Some of them are mine, some of them are other people's. And some of them are my holiday videos, but it's a video board. And so when you do it slowly and gradually and do a little bit of time every single day, you will learn what to do. But the key is consistency. Make sure that every board has a nice little description, and that you log in every day and be consistent. 2 pins a day every day, and looking around a little bit at what other people are doing. Repin 2 pins from other people every single day. Look for some friends, follow some friends, validate some friends, and your business will grow. Make sure that every pin you put up has a link to your website, either in the comment section if you didn't originally pin it, or in the link button if you uploaded it. Don't change anybody else's link, And when you're commenting on other people's pins that you're not pinning on your pin board, don't drop a link. It's rude. So that's Pinterest at a glance. Took me more than 15 minutes, which I thought I was going to be short and to the point, but I guess I talked too much. So this is Deb Bixler, Deb at DebBixler.com. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.